For me, basketball is my family business. So this is kind of all I knew and all I grew up around. And, everything that my dad and my brother have done in the game have helped shape me.
Jay Lucas is moving different right now for the Canes Hoops program. Already with a top 10 transfer portal class in the country that includes Trey Donaldson, Drew Washington, Malik Renew, and Ernest Uday Jr.
I'm just adaptable when it comes to recruiting.
Allowed me to grow in myself and learn the game of basketball.
Come on, we got leads.
Closest teams are going to win.
This is what I expect of myself.
And then give me all you got.
Breaking news out of college basketball. Miami is hiring Duke assistant Jay Lucas.
What is it about Jay Lucas that at only 35 years of age makes him such a good candidate for an ACC opening?
Recruiting has been phenomenal.
A really, really good reputation as a fast-rising
home run hire.
We should expect nothing but excellence from him.
It's a wonderful day for our university and for our athletic department as we welcome Jay Lucas as our new head men's basketball coach.
I've dreamed of this moment my whole life, and this is exactly what it looked like. I'm grateful for the university of trusting me for the responsibility of leading this program into a new era of basketball. You can't do anything meaningful if you don't have strong relationships. And this will be our foundation in our program, but also in the community. My appreciation for relationship building comes from my first example of a coach who happens to be my father. We'll be relentless in everything we do, especially to create and sustain championship level success here at the University of Miami. There's a process to winning. We will not cheat the process because we value winning. I can promise you that. We will remember one thing that is always true. It's always all about the you. Thank you. I got a bunch of calls from people, but they want too much money. And I'm kind of pissed I didn't know these people were making this kind of money. I'm serious though, think about it. Let me know. Was just hiring somebody to come in and help with the recruiting, with the portal. And got to figure out what's your next step and your next growth and what you want to become as a coach.
Obviously, my connection to this city, to this university, growing up down here, always having a sense of pride, and not just this university, but this city. And then with Jay, just having tremendous respect for him. I knew the day he got the opportunity to be a head coach, that would definitely be something that was intriguing to me. The University of Miami brand, the connection for me, and then Jay seemed like a no-brainer.
Built a really good friendship with Jay over the last couple of years, maybe 3-4 years. You know, when you go into a workplace and you feel valued and you feel like you could show your value at the same time, that's the way I felt Jay was. You know, connected with me on a personal level, just asking how, my life outside of basketball is going. So I knew that's the type of person that I want to be around, especially in my first job going into the Division I level.
And I got to find two more assistants, really. 2 more assistants. I did. That's why I called you right away.
Obviously, I'm born and raised Miami, Florida. His dad obviously is a guy that I've always respected and looked up to. I mean, Jay really is from basketball royalty. I took all my kids to his father's camps growing up and got a chance to know him and then watch him and his brothers when they were young as recruits, as players. So when a young man comes from greatness the way he has, he really gets it, really understands it, has an unbelievable feel for it. And a chance for me to finally hold up to you, I felt like it was just a no-brainer to come on home.
I think first and foremost who he is as a person, human being, cares about other people, extremely genuine. I think he's relationship driven, and that's part of the reason, in my opinion, why he's been successful everywhere that he's been.
We gotta be more relentless, we gotta be more urgent than everybody.
Wanting to be around high character people has always been a priority for me, and knowing that's who Jay is meant a lot to not just me, but also my family. I've had tremendous respect for him since he was at Texas. Really sharp, has an extremely high basketball IQ, picked things up very, very quickly. and I had the ability to relate to literally anybody and everybody. I was very thankful for my conversation with Coach and him giving me the opportunity to be here.
Well, Coach, you have had a couple of days to start getting your feet under yourself a little bit here at Miami. Your first thoughts, South Florida, the community, Miami.
It's beautiful. I mean, I think everybody knows that, but getting down here and really getting used to just the culture, the people, it makes it a very special place, and why I'm excited to be here.
I've been over here negotiating with people who negotiate with me. That's what I'm doing. I'm negotiating with people that negotiate with me. How about that? Really just finding the pieces that we wanted, because I, in my mind, know how I want to play, what I wanted my team to look like. Now it's going out and getting those guys and finding the ones that kind of fit how I want to play, but also fit me and fit what I want in my program.
But you know, a big thing that I'm selling and pushing to be a big thing is development. He's not going to go nowhere. He's not going to get any better than he will with me and my staff.
You know, you had an idea for what the portal and what the market would look like, and then it was a complete monster of what people expected, what people wanted.
When are y'all thinking about making a decision? Like, what's your timeline?
Having to navigate who's lying, who's telling the truth.
What's the range? No, be honest. Always feels good when I have better information.
It's very clear right away that he cares about you and your future, and he's very honest with his feedback.
Elite recruiter is definitely a title that should go under his night. When you're sitting in the room with him, you can see it. You can see how everybody relates to him. He's a special one. I've been everywhere. That's a big key for me, having somebody like him.
It's a lot of trying to figure out who fits where. Do they fit with the University of Miami? Do they fit with Jay? Do they fit with us as a staff?
What you do in recruiting, you got to be able to be on the phone, be able to talk, be able to multitask. You may be on the phone and texting at the same time. You for sure going to get the development. Won't nobody have better development than us. 5-6 years ago, you would call a kid, they would pick up the phone right away, and you could talk to them for 10-15 minutes. Now it's different. You know, it may be a quick FaceTime for 2 or 3 minutes, and you hit them that way. It's a text message, it's sending something socially. So the recruiting is different, the kids are different, the attention span is different. Now you're dealing with agents. That adds a whole new layer. Sense form, because I'm sure everybody in America will call, you know, but nobody will have a better plan and development for them than we have. Because, you know, this next stop should really be about how can it help him and take him to the next level in this game. But, you know, every time you call, I hope you just tell me you're ready. Of course, I always need a player too. I think the biggest thing in just recruiting was really selling my vision and selling how you want to play and what you want it to look like. You know how highly I think of him. I think he's going to be really good. I still think he needs some time to grow and develop. To be really good and to be competitive, I thought you needed size to be able to do the dirty work, to be able to defend at a high level, to rebound, and then the positional size just to be able to match the physicality of the really upper echelon teams.
Putting this team together from scratch, which is insane to have a whole team basically built in a matter of months.
Renault was good. Riley was good.
Hey, he's been a year older, right? He's not 22.
He's 22. Who?
Renault?
Yeah.
You know, the biggest thing for Malik, would be honest with you, he was #1 on my big board.
Great fight from Galloway. Oh, look out! Malik Reneau just put right back on a poster. Turns it over. Dunked on by Reneau.
He was the person I wanted the most because of how I would like to play and the way I want to play and his ability to play the 4 and the 5 and just adding more versatility to the room. There's a lot going on. I know you had talked to E. I kind of wanted to circle back with what he was talking about to Eric about Malik. What are they thinking? What is he thinking? Okay, that's most important to me because I love him.
Coach Lucas and his staff, I kind of knew who he was bringing along with him or who he was going to go get with the coaching staff. And it was all guys that previously recruited me, just constantly being away from my family. I definitely had the U in the back of my mind the whole time.
We had a visit yesterday, visit tonight. So we had one yesterday, one tonight. 2 big kids that we really want. Sound like it's going to hopefully lean our way here in a couple of hours. Big kid from Indiana, Malik Renault, and then the big kid from TCU, Ernest Uday. Yo.
I'm coming to you. Just like whatever you need me to do, like with some other recruits, you know, I got something in mind.
Alright, let me know what you want to do. We can go a bunch of different ways. But let me know what you're going to do. I got Zoom tonight with Trey. Who?
I think y'all already gonna be on it, but Trey in Michigan, cause the Elliott kid just got that. I don't think he ain't gonna stay too long.
Yeah, we got Zoom tonight with him.
Yeah. So yeah, Trey for sure. Alright.
Alright.
Appreciate you.
Alright, boy.
Alright, cuz.
First one. Congratulations. That's a good first one.
That is a good first one. All because we know we.
I'm a nerd, man. I'm a nerd. You had to work around me. Me and Malik were supposed to go to college together. We wanted to go to college together. We were both, Malik actually committed to Florida out loud. I was silently committed to Florida. And they had a coaching staff change. So Malik ended up going to Indiana. I ended up going to Auburn. I feel like that bond that we built from playing against each other when we were younger to playing with each other is unmatched. Me and Malik are really close. That's my brother. And just him being able to tell the coach that he wants to play with me, and I mean, it means the world.
And then the only guards besides who we had talked about that I'm talking to, a kid from Michigan I'm talking to today, Trey Donaldson.
Curiosity was my first initial reaction, getting the call from Coach Lucas. Just him being a first-year coach coming from a big program like Duke. The curiosity of what he could bring, how I could help him in his first head coaching job, and how he could help me pursue my dreams.
Watching film of Trey and then just really diving into the background, understanding one state championships. He won SEC championship when he was at Auburn, won Big Ten championship when he was at Michigan. Playing in Power 5 conference at the point guard is not easy. Sometimes it's hard in the portal where you get kids and you feel like they've been somewhere for 3 years that it can already be a finished product. I saw somebody that I could help grow and develop and advance as a person and a player. So that was important to me.
Just how really was with me. He was real, he was blunt, and was honest with me. That's one of the biggest things that stood out to me, his honesty and what he was looking for in a point guard.
Key. No. Hey, when we were the Sky Zone, who rode with me, bro? Me. Huh?
Going into my sophomore year when I was transferring from Kansas, he recruited me out of Duke. So, going into this process now, that sort of relation and foundation was already there. Jay was definitely that anchor that, found interest in me and wanted me to come on board.
Yeah, let's watch him in pick and roll. And then made field goal. And then rebounded.
Feeds it off Uday strong to the glass. Coach Ira. Big fella Uday running the floor. Easy. On the stop. Start. Ball is denied by Ernest Uday.
Swatted away by
Ernest was somebody we're just being honest on this. Ernest is somebody I almost had committed when he transferred the first time to come to Duke. So he's somebody I've always targeted as a big that kind of fits in what's needed. Ernest Uday from TCU. And I'm starting with the 4s and 5s like I told you. And I like big bodies at the 5. And I kind of want to play bigger with bigger 4s and 5s. So, that's a big key for me, is having somebody like him.
Man, I was going to say, come Hollywood too?
Oh, don't start that. I done called you. You just wear your glasses in class? That's the only time you wear them?
These blue light glasses.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Stop it.
You doing all right?
Man, what you up to? Yeah,
Nothing, man. I'm excited you getting down here, man.
Thanks.
I'm excited. Did you get your flight yet or not yet?
No, Rich was letting me know, time-wise. So,
Okay, we'll send you everything.
Anything else other than that, but
okay, what time the flight, Jeff?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. And we got a car service coming to get you. Sound good?
1,000%.
All right.
If all things go well, man, I'm back in my state. So,
Well, we got to make sure all things go well.
Back in my state.
100%.
E said you back in his state.
Huh? Say it again?
Coach E said you back in his state.
Oh, he's tripping. Look at my birth certificate.
But that's it. And, you know, for me, to be honest with you, this is a league where you should be all conference. I've been in the league the last 3 years. You know, I wanted you at Duke, but things happen for a reason. God working mysterious
100%.
ways.
1,000%, man. I'll be the first to tell you that firsthand. I'm already know.
All right, so I'm excited about it. But we'll
Yes,
get
sir.
you down here. I'll see you tonight.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
I'll send you the.
It's always good when you got people that look like men on the phone. You know what I mean?
Just understanding who his father is and how he goes about things and the discipline and his approach to the game. You know, I know Jay definitely has all of those attributes and more, if not. So I already knew what I was getting into, just meeting him as a person. So.
Jay Lucas is moving different right now for the Canes Hoops program. Already with a top 10 transfer portal class in the country, I consider Miami and Coach Lucas overwhelming favorites to land 5-star wing Shelton Henderson.
Well, Shelton is somebody I've known since he was in the 7th grade. You know, we come from almost identical backgrounds, to be honest. We went to the same high school, played for the same high school coach. You know, his skill development and his basketball was done by my father in Houston. He played for my father's AAU team. And you know, when I was recruiting him at Duke, it was very personal for me because of my connection with him.
Really the whole Lucas family, I've got really close with them since probably 5th grade. So I've been growing up with his dad mostly, just working out with him every day. And just, they really took me in and built me to the player that I am today and allowed me to grow in myself and learn the game of basketball. When Jay left, things got a little bit uncomfortable over there. That was who I would talk to about like how it would come in and play. When he left, things just didn't feel right to me. So I just had to make the decision for myself and my family to do what was comfortable. And it allowed me to just grow, and I had to make a tough decision early in my life. I think that's gonna help me in the long run.
You know, it was something that he had thought about, and you know, he was comfortable with wanting to come to Miami and play for me, and that opportunity with how I felt about him and just knowing him for so long and all of the ties and connections, it was impossible for me to say no. Although it was a difficult situation and it wasn't something that I had planned on doing ever, but with somebody I have so much connection to it, I couldn't leave him up there.
I just moved in tonight, started to get to work, started to start a new journey in my life and learn a lot of new things to just build with this program and get some wins.
Great day, and you can see as we start to build these weeks before we get August 1st, we're building, but the biggest thing is the mentality.
If I had to describe what Coach one word, it would probably be a competitor. You can see the chip he has on his shoulder with this being his first year coach. You can just see that competitive spirit in him, that excitement, that urge to win.
Here we go, True. Don't get good. You don't get nothing. Yep.
He's driven, you know. He has a great background. You know, he wants us to come here and win games and win championships while we're here. Just have fun while we're doing it.
He got something to prove, and he's ready to put everything on the line for us. And I think that's important to have a coach like that.
The way I looked at it, I needed to attack the guys who had some tie to the state of Florida, had some tie to Miami, to South Florida, that really had some pride with where they're from and wanted to come back home and prove a point and make a statement.
You know, I tell people all the time I wanted to come home as well. How much better can it get, you know?
There's something about putting that jersey on that means just a little bit more when you get an opportunity to represent home.
When you bring local talent, specifically in Miami, you build some momentum with the fans, and you build some connection with the city.
So when you have, you know, high character young men that can come in and impact winning, that's the priority.
There was never any sense of panic from Jay, from our staff, of like, oh, we need to sign this guy, we need to sign this guy. Very cool, very calm, very collected.
I think the biggest thing just most proud of is just getting everybody who I felt fit what I'm looking for and fit how I want to play and really fitting my expectations of what I want the culture to be, what I want the play style to be, and how I want my student athlete and players to interact with each other.